Surprisingly to this new series, I know I did the low league Nordic save, but I had like no motivation for it, and this is my personal save which I played a lot. I usually like to, I don't know, it feels more realistic that way, to play as a former player. So I played it like last, oh, let's go here on history first. Costacurta. So I played a lot as former, and Cafu I played as well on 2016. But I've just held them as text reports or whatever on the Swedish site. But now I decided to make, I have had this since I was 15 and it still fits. I don't know why, and it's the club emblem. So yeah, we took the role of Andrea Pirlo, and surprisingly, which was kind of hilarious, or not hilarious, but it was kind of a little bit mystique, or I don't know what to call it. Pirlo got manager for Juventus youth team or whatever, so yeah. So as you can see here, unfortunately I played a lot of seasons, so this is probably just going to be a history of Pirlo's, and I try to play as Pirlo would play it. I know I should have probably got to Juventus somewhere here, but he was the favorite of Milan, and if he gets, I was thinking I had a bid for Juventus this season, but at the same time we can look at it. We can look at it right away actually, because that is really interesting. I guess we can see a graph of how Zebra is the name, have done, and yeah, since they won in 2018, they did not even won the first season, which is really surprising. So they kind of dropped down, and yeah, they have a lot of they signed a player of mine, or they signed Vignato, which I had as well. They signed Bitalia for 40 million. I just thought of, well, he's not going to get better. So yeah, very much of a rebuild. And my main goal with this season was to make it like Dr. Benji and just sort of a glory hunter. But now I decided it would just be called, what was it called? Andrea Pirlo's Glory to Success. To success, because we have not had that much success. So first season, I'm probably just going to go through all the competitions first. Let's see first, because I can't remember. I should have had a note here how many seasons we were here, because then we got sacked. 25, 26, yeah, that was just the beginning of the season. Surprising, I don't know why, but Lazio has been very, very, very successful here. 2009, when I played with, had a low league save and had with Milan. Then Roma was very successful, but unfortunately they haven't been here. So first season finished 5th. We might go through the transfer later. It's not too bad. I mean, Milan's team from the beginning isn't great. I would have, yeah, in real life they are like somewhere here around 7, 8. So I was pretty happy to, yeah, not great. We still lost a lot of matches and such. Second season, pretty happy with that. We finished 3rd and went to Champions League. I know that it's, don't count this as, oh, you're not great because you did not went to did not take the Champions League places. Well, I like to play realistic, so I believe we made like no transfer first season, so still finish 5th, I think is pretty good. So I don't know, our defense is actually pretty good here, but we did not score that many goals. So we finished 3rd, and Inter, Lazio, they have basically dominated the league. So 82, 81 points. I've had a lot of problems. I should just say that straight away. I had a lot of problems with Inter. I might just check. I might just show you the. It's weird because we have no problems with Zebra, which should be stronger. But yeah, fortunately a decline here. Lots of draws again. Conceded a lot of goals and yeah, but still 5th, so not too bad. Europa League there place, and then 6th. Yeah, as you can see, a little bit decline here, but I was still happy because we're still solid, and you could not really say that about Milan before they have finished. Like we could check the graph after I've gone through this, but yeah, unfortunately, I believe we lost both matches against Inter here. 3 points just, 3 goals against. This is one of our best seasons. So yeah, I would probably also, I should say, I'm going to go through, I guess we will see how long. It might be like 2 episodes just of, I'm going to try to just make the history this time. So yeah, that's surprisingly Roma one. It's just frustrating because, as you would see, I've not won the title once. It's always been someone else that has been stronger. And now we actually have some players on really high contracts, but it's just annoying. I just feel like we don't have the luck. Either we have, like here, lost too many matches against not the great teams. Here we actually scored a lot of goals, but conceded too many. But 80 points, not too bad there. And then this season, they won the league, so I guess it was, I think we were expected at least to go to, yeah, I was expected to win the league or whatever, which I thought was bonkers since we've still finished pretty good there. We actually took 3 points more, but nope, they did not matter about that, so I got sacked this season, and I'm not sure. I think it was Ancelotti who took over. So let's go through as well, or no, let's go through Champions League here from up to 25-26. So yeah, first season, of course, no Champions League, and out of the cup pretty early on. Then Europa League, we went through to the quarterfinal. Unfortunately lost against Wolfsburg there. I was hoping for more. It was so sad. They scored a very, very late goal when we were leading 1-0. I was just hoping, well, we are going to win a title. It's like in real life. I know it's just in the Italian Cup, and it's been so long. It's been soon 10 years since they won something. And that was sort of just a lucky blip, let's say, because they had not won that much before. And yeah, you should know that I'm a Milan fan, so I'm probably going to speak very highly of them. But yeah, probably hate some of the players that were. Third season, we actually won Europa League, and that's our only title so far. Amin Guri, I signed him, and then we had Patrick Roberts. I was pretty happy about him. Now he's, of course, not playing anymore. I signed him for just 9 million. We had them alone, then I signed him for 9 million. He did just have 3 years, but as you can see, he did a lot of points. So as you would see, we have had a lot of English players, surprisingly. I guess I went through both Italian Cup. So there we went out. I guess it's good to go through this pretty fast still. Here, it almost looked like we were going to replicate and get 2 Europa Leagues titles, but I was like, I don't want to win Europa League, I don't want to be Emery. So yeah, unfortunately we lost their away goal against Valencia. This is a sort of pattern as well. We really end off the season badly. Sometimes we start off the season really good and then we end up. That was unfortunate because we lost 3-0 and then was basically done. Tried to do our best there to come back, but semi-final, I believe we just have one final in the Challenge Cup. This was a little bit of a mistake, but I was like, I don't want to win the Europa League again. I don't care. I'd rather win the league, and as you can see, pretty good end of season here, not losing too many matches. But yeah, I think I rotated in this match. I was like, well, I don't care. I think Espanyol actually won the Europa League eventually. And where did we finish in the cup? I forgot to say that. We got knocked out by Zebra there. A little bit unfortunately, but it is what it is. And then the Champions League. Here I was pretty proud actually of our performances. We got drawn against Real Madrid in the first knockout round. We won the first match at home 2-1, and yeah, that doesn't look that great. But we managed to win it 2-3 in the end. Victor Falcone, which I really like, but unfortunately he's a Lazio project or Lazio player right now. Against Barcelona in the quarterfinal, clearly not good enough, and they won 4-0 there. And in the again, Inter just dominating us in this. But as you can see, we at least went pretty far in the cups. And here I believe I got sacked after, because I needed to take some amount of points here. So I believe I got sacked after the Zebra match. So yeah, let's show you as well who we have sold and such. I might just show you a little bit. So I don't. Oh yeah, we signed Halland first season there, and Jordan Lukaku, the left back. Else we did not sign too many. Hakan Çalhanoğlu is not a personal favorite. The same with Rodriguez. Borini was sold as well. I don't see the quality of him. And Gustavo Gomez, second season. We did get some players in here. Tonali for just 40 mils. I believe I was surprised he was so cheap. Let's say that. Kortsuma, Rugani, so we strengthened up the defense here. We actually signed Zlatan because I thought that was a little bit funny and it did not cost that much. And mainly it's just youth player. We actually signed Gazzaniga as well. There. Paquetá I sold. Unfortunately, it did not do that great. Kessie I sold as well. Yeah, he was not outstanding. And some of these players really high contracts. Castillejo, Laxalt. Yeah, not surprising. But the main thing was that we did do a switch from Gazzaniga to Donnarumma. Pilasar was pretty good actually, and Donnarumma wanted to leave the club for a better club, so yeah, and I did not get that much money, so I'm in there 81 million, that was a lot. Cristante we signed as well. Unfortunately he was a flop. Pinamonte, he was pretty good though. Scored did not score that many goals, but it was a little bit funny when he had left us for San Sebastian. He scored a lot of goals. Bitalia, so that was a pretty good switch for Caldara. Caldara is actually better on this than in real life. Then we signed Patrick Roberts, Mertens. That was a little waste of time. Almeida he did not play that much, but he was pretty good, and we could sell him for 60 million, so not too bad there. And then who else? Did we sell someone else here? I mean, seriously, there, Andrea Silva. Benazir, I didn't want to sell him, but I did that anyway, because we got some money now. I tried to not lose that much money. I think we are just going to, I saw that now that we're up to 60 minutes. I think we're just going to go through this first, and then we're going to go through the other parts or other, because I believe it was 6 season, and then it's probably 6 season till or something like that. So Rogano, yeah, it was getting older there. Piontek, I think we had too many strikers as well. Benacer we sold there, and Andre Silva, he did not score that many goals. Signed some players here. Milenkovic, he was really good. Unfortunately, he wanted to leave in the end for a bigger club. Montero from Atletico Madrid. Chambers, again, English player. Then we signed some players here from Inter, youth players. Mena. What? Is he gone to Norwich now? That's stupid. They loaned him out. He's just superb. Cosmo Mena. He just did cost me 9 million, but he was outstanding at Milan. And then Albano, that's my own project there, but yeah, unfortunately they did sell him eventually. Sport Yellow, Martinelli, you will see him come up sometimes as well. He was decent. He scored a lot of goals and points. So I sold Suso because he was getting older and we got pretty much money there. Sold Calabria, a little bit unfortunate, but we got decent amount of money. Sold Kurtzuma, Liao, sold Gazzaniga. I believe we got we got Sport Yellow in there. Instead, he was pretty decent actually as a backup keeper. Ndidi, 47 million. Then we got in another goalkeeper for 10. A player by München now. And unfortunately wanted to leave after some seasons there. Emerson, he was pretty cheap though. 30 million. He was 29 or something like that. Ruiz Sars we signed as well, and William Doom, some experienced player. And we loaned in this player and Ricky Bruges, that was pretty good. Brian O'Keefe, and then we signed him last season for under $1 million, and we sold him last season for 45. He was worth 60 million, so not the best of Manchester United there. And then as you see, Halland we sold for 87. We should have probably sold for more. But yeah, Almeida. Theo Hernandez wanted to leave. Most of these players sometimes just wanted to leave. And here we signed. Yeah, we loaned him in again. Then we signed. He's still here. Brett Harnett from Manchester United for over 100 million euro. That's my highest. I wanted a really good central defender. He's really been the same with Gibbons. I want a really good right back. Unfortunately, it's not that great defensively, but as you can see here, 15 assists last season, so it's pretty good offensively. It's like Theo Hernandez in the beginning. And then Albeck, so we signed Melgoni. He was not too expensive, he wanted to go. We signed, I believe he was 17 years old here. But unfortunately, he never really develop that much. So I believe he had these stats when he was sort of 18, or 16. But unfortunately, he did not become any. There's a goalkeeper here. Some youth players. Farci, he had good finishing and good compulsory, but unfortunately, he had nothing else. Falcone, he's become a really good player. Unfortunately, he did not score that many goals for us. I liked him, but he was more of a backup striker. And then UM signed him. I actually had them in my Italian team, national team, since he scored that many goals. And then he just went to Lazio, and recent season he actually scored a lot of goals. So he's a little bit of a late bloomer. He's 29 now, so those kind of players. Loaned in this Chinese from Bayern München. Loaned in Pires as well, as you would see more times. And then last here we signed him. Let's see here. Ooh, yeah, we signed so many players. So we loaned him in. Loaned Max Davis as a goalkeeper. I believe he plays for Manchester City right now, but I needed a backup because I got some of my goalkeeper actually injured for a very long time. And that's a striker. That was, I wonder. He's playing in China now, but it's not too bad. 30 million. I don't know if we did not have that much money, but we did not sign for that much. Neto Fager, that was a goalkeeper, but I did sell him last season because we have some younger goalkeepers that's better. He was really impressive, scored a lot of goals. So he has become a legend, which is weird after just 4 seasons, but well, Marco Paolo. We sold Vignato here. Mayo wasn't out. Yeah, he was more of a backup, but he did do success there in Real Madrid. So, and then for 10 we had to sell because he wanted to go, like I said. And Milenkovic, we let him go as well. He was superb, but unfortunately, he was like a player that could score like 3 goals and then not scored for 5 episodes or 5 matches or whatever. So there we go. So I guess we will continue through and we'll talk then. We'll probably talk about the history as well in the next. We will see how many. That is 6, so we should be able to go through all of that for next season, even for a lot of clubs. And then in episode 3, I'm probably going to upload all of these to the same week, just so we get to it. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be right back soon again. See you soon again.